Hey friends, this is my first Gundam start to finish video, and for this one I built MG Justice Gundam. I was very excited for this kid because I loved Gundam Seed when I was a kid, and Justice was one of my favorite mobile suits from that show. And after all the building, panel lining, and decals, this was the final result. It was my first Gundam stream, and I completely forgot to record. But here are the chest, head, and arms I built in that very first session. Okay, so this was where I ran into my first little problem. I was working on the shoulder but couldn't figure out why these two pieces just wouldn't sit flush. I fixed it by trimming the parts pretty aggressively, but I guess the fit was just very tight. For panel lining, I used the Gundam markers and then cleaned them up with an eraser marker and a Q-tip. I got a little bolt here. I tried using a light silver panel line instead of my usual darker line, and luckily it turned out super well on the pink surface. I also tried the silver panel line on the shoes, but I don't know if that was a good idea. On its own, it looks fine, but when you look at the whole mech, the silver kind of stands out a little too much on the shoes. At this point I thought I must be close to finishing the assembly, but the backpack took a lot longer than I expected. I do appreciate the details though. I also like the weapons, I like the shield, and at this point, even without decals and stickers, it's looking pretty good. And speaking of dried decals, that was the absolute highlight of my stream. I had never used dried decals before. Chad was trying to teach me, and I watched a tutorial video they sent, and I was being very, very careful. As you can see, it didn't work for the first time. So Chad told me to rub harder, so I did, and it actually worked. I was very excited. And to use my own words, this is like magic. Anyways, the rest of the dry decals went pretty smoothly. It's definitely a lot more work than regular stickers, but they just look so real. The regular stickers were less dramatic than the dry decals, but the double tweezer action was really fun. So that was it. There was a lot of learning, there were some mistakes, but overall it was really fun. If you would like to watch the build live, I stream on Twitch every Tuesday at 8 PM Pacific. I will also post another video here once that kit is finished. Thank you for watching.